Join me on a fascinating journey where I show you some of the techniques used in scale area modelling. Hello again, modellers. Well, we're still working on the Apache after the successful flight at Buckminster, where it needs a little bit more nose weight, but not a lot, and you know, it should go well. There seems to be a slight synchronization issue between the two motors, so I need to check the RPMs of the two motors and make sure that they're spinning at the same speed, because there was a bit of a thrumming noise if you listen on the video as I throttled up, as if they're well out of sync. So I need to check that. They rotate in the same direction on this. I don't find it's a problem with electric models, so and twins. So what we're doing now is I've masked off the window areas, the glazed areas again, and I've started applying polyester filler to the area around the windows. Now, it may look pretty close, but it's not really. So I'm having to build up both the wood and the glazing, which is vac-formed PETG, to try and get a level. And then I'll sand it, trying not to sand through the tape. And we'll get it not perfectly level, but you know, better than it was. So this has had 3 layers of polyester putty, and you know, it's the normal car primer type stuff, or the car filler type stuff. Polyester goes off very quick, and at the moment we've got quite warm temperatures. I think we're sitting at 28 degrees in the workshop, so it's going off quite fast, but I'm smearing it on and then sanding a lot of it off. So I know it's a heavy material to use, but it has to be right, so so that's what I'm going to use. I know people would use microballoons and other stuff, but microballoons is actually quite expensive because it's an epoxy based, whereas this polyester based stuff is very, very cheap. It goes off really quick, so you can sand it really quickly and get on and crack on. So the other side's had one coating of slurry all over it, this side's had one, then it was sanded, and then this is the second coat, and a lot of this will get sanded off, but you can see where the ridges are that I need to try and hide. So in some cases I'm having to build up the PETG, and in others I'm having to build up the glassed balsa wood. But we'll get there. We'll get it a relatively smooth surface, and then we'll put some grey primer on so that we can see what's going on, and then we'll get it sorted. This is the bit that is really troubling me. So if we can get this knocked out and done, then we should be able to push on, and the rest will be not straightforward, but the rest will be a lot more fun. So this is a bit of a challenge at the moment. So there you go. So it's just a quick update, just to let you know that I haven't disappeared completely, and the channel is still alive. I am conscious that the viewing figures on this Apache are not as good as they usually are, so I don't think it's tickling a lot of people's sensors, or they're not quite so keen on control line perhaps. Maybe when we get onto the detailing bit, the figures will come up a little bit, but anyway, good to have you along.